Hey everyone, welcome to our first annual end of year travel look back. We know it's late February and we're just posting our 2025 countdown, but since we're currently in Vietnam and the Lunar New Year was just a week ago, we feel like it's kind of perfect timing.
Please take note of our microphones. We upgraded, it got mics, so we're hoping that the sound quality is going to be good. We used our individual favorite kitchen tools. So for Kevin, it's that spatula, and for me, it's the little whisk. It's really loud out here.
Yes, it
and
is.
it's really hot. So if you see us sweating, you know that it's hot in Vietnam.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then also the lighting might be awful.
Not to mention, you're really not going to be staring at us for very long anyway, so it's all good.
We just wanted to show our faces so it could make Mom happy.
So in 2025, we explored 15 countries and 30 cities. That doesn't include the U.S. Our primary focus is on the 7 places where we stayed for 30 days or more in 2025, showcasing them in ascending order up to our personal favorite. This list isn't a worst to best, it's more of an enjoyable to most enjoyable ranking. Our rankings are based on the vibe and the energy that we felt in each location, and we realize that rankings are very subjective, so your opinions might differ from ours. There's no right or wrong answer here. As for the places we have not yet posted full videos on, that will happen over the coming months. Additionally, in between each of the 7 ranked locations where we stayed for 30 days or more, we'll also highlight other notable places and experiences. Before we do that, we want to take a moment to tell you that we started a companion page on Substack where we post weekly on topics related to travel. It's totally free to read the articles. You can also sign up for free to have them come directly to you via email every time we post. So with that, let's jump into it.
At number 7 is Tirana, Albania, where we saw many of the recommended sites and tried the local delicacies. The history of Albania was one that we had little knowledge of prior to our arrival. A walking tour through the main part of the city provided context for this incredibly resilient country. We were also unaware of the heavy Italian influence in the country. It was evident in the grocery stores, as well as in many of the restaurant dishes, like risotto and others. One of our favorite experiences was strolling through Skanderbeg Square, where you can admire the impressive architecture and the very lively atmosphere. The colorful buildings around the square also stand out, in a good way, which makes it a perfect spot for photos and people watching. Another highlight was exploring the Blaku neighborhood, which was once an exclusive area for the communist elite, but is now filled with cafes, bars, and shops. It's the perfect place to relax after a full day of exploring. A visit to one of the 2 bunk art museums gave us further insight into Albania's past. Learning about Tirana's culture and history made our month-long stay both enjoyable and enriching. It's a city that might not be on everyone's radar, but we truly think it's worth a visit.
Of the places we stayed for anywhere from 3 days to 3 weeks, our favorite was Kotor, Montenegro. In a word, stunning. In 2 words, absolutely stunning. Kotor is situated in the incredibly beautiful Bay of Kotor with equally beautiful mountains as the backdrop. This is easily one of the most picturesque places we've ever seen. When you add in all the cats, the great food, and the Old Town, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with its cobblestone streets, it truly is a magical place, and one we plan to return to in the near future. Moving on to our 6th favorite place of 30 days or more, San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. This city has taken first place as one of the most beautiful in the world multiple times, and for good reason. The architecture is beautiful. A lot of our days began with a walk through nearby Parque Benito Juarez. Our apartment had a view of the tops of the buildings in the main square, which looked incredible at night. That includes the anchor of the city, the iconic Parque de San Miguel Arcangel. The cathedral's pink spires make for an unforgettable skyline. The El Mirador viewpoint, which was a challenging uphill climb, has stunning views as well. One thing to note about this beautiful city is the fireworks. During our stay, they were an almost daily occurrence and at all different times of the day. San Miguel is a great, let's say, soft landing spot for first-time visitors to Mexico's interior, thanks to its relaxed atmosphere, beauty, food, and the fact that English is widely spoken.
Now, let's take a look at some of the places where we spent just 1 or 2 days. Our favorite in this category was Paris, France. Ah, Paris, such a dream. The couple of days we spent there weren't nearly enough. It is often said that Paris is one of those places without an in-between, meaning you either love it or hate it. We are firmly in the love it category. Strolling along the Seine, visiting the Louvre, and sitting in an outdoor cafe with a view of the Eiffel Tower, how can one go wrong? In just 2 days, Paris truly stole our hearts. We loved our time here tremendously and look forward to returning as soon as we can.
Next on our list is Zagreb, Croatia, which we ranked 5th among the places we stayed for 30 days or more. This was another place where we took advantage of the free walking tour. Let me state here that whenever we take walking tours, we ensure to tip our guides. Unfortunately, many people fail to do that. With each free tour we've taken around the world, it's been evident the tour guides were working really hard to make it worthwhile, and they are often wholly dependent on tips. Alright, back to Zagreb. It, along with the rest of the country, was part of the former Yugoslavia, and in addition to making it through the War of Independence in the early 90s, it also had to contend with 2 crippling earthquakes that occurred in 2020. Despite all of that, the city has shown remarkable resilience. One of our favorite sites was St. Mark's Church, known for its uniquely tiled roof, which is highly photographed. Also, we visited the Dolac market, the heart of local life there. And what stood out the most about that market was it was filled with quite possibly the freshest looking produce we've ever seen anywhere. It really was impressive. Also, while in Zagreb, we had a nicely located apartment. Unfortunately, many of the buildings were covered in scaffolding due to the earthquakes I mentioned. One place we hadn't planned on visiting but found out about once we arrived was the Miragoj Cemetery, which is huge, unique, and definitely worth seeing, but we could have done without the mosquito attack we endured. And now for our most memorable experience of the year, the Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Wow, wow, wow. Visiting this ethical sanctuary was one of the most amazing experiences of our lives. Being that close to these gentle giants was, and I hate to sound cliche, but it was a very personal and spiritual experience. The focus here is on observation and education. There's no riding, no bathing involved. The package we chose also provided an incredible vegan buffet. All of the handlers are loving and caring, and it's evident that the elephants trust them and seem very happy. The park also houses hundreds of rescued dogs, cats, and water buffalo. But the elephants were definitely the highlight. I mean, come on, it's in the name.
Okay, coming in at number 4, we have Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, or PV, as it is affectionately known. Here, we took yet another walking tour. This was where we stayed for our first month of full-time travel outside of the United States, which makes it a little more special. PV is a coastal city known for its beautiful beaches, lively atmosphere, and rich culture. Our daily walks along the Malecon were really hard to beat. The Malecon is a picturesque boardwalk that stretches along the waterfront. Here you can shop, eat, and enjoy street performances. The sunsets in Puerto Vallarta are stunning, and witnessing them from the beach is an experience not to be missed. We also spent time exploring the lively LGBTQIA-friendly area of Zona Romantica. The cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, and shops made for perfect strolls. Additionally, we visited the Cathedral of Our Lady of Guadalupe. The beautiful architecture and history of the church make it a highly recommended activity if you are in PV. The food scene in Puerto Vallarta was also fantastic. We stayed in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood and really liked it. We also had friends visit us in PV, so we climbed to the El Mirador twice. Phew! Fun fact, Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton are memorialized in a statue in PV due to their presence during the filming of the 1960s movie The Night of the Iguana, which is credited with putting PV on the map. As Kevin would say, who knew? Next, let's talk about the best matcha in our travels. This category is all me, since Kevin doesn't indulge in the delicious beverage. Obviously, it's highly subjective, so grain of salt this recommendation if you want. But I have tried a matcha in most of the places we visited and found my favorite at Footprints Cafe in Siem Reap, Cambodia. My usual order is a hot, plant-based milk, matcha latte, and Footprints offered a version using ceremonial matcha, and it is delicious.
Next on our list is Chiang Mai, Thailand. This city, known as the cultural capital of Thailand, was a major highlight of 2025. One of our most memorable experiences was visiting the Elephant Nature Park, which I previously mentioned. We also ventured to Hue Gao waterfall at the base of the Doi Suthep mountain, which was an idyllic place to take in the more natural aspects of Thailand. The temples in Old Town were equally impressive with their beautiful architecture and extensive history. The food scene in Chiang Mai is fantastic, with street food markets offering a variety of appetizing options. We also explored the vibrant night bazaar. Overall, Chiang Mai's mix of culture, cuisine, and stunning nature made our stay very memorable. It's a city that truly captured our hearts, and we look forward to returning in the future. Now let's shift gears to our favorite pizza. We found an amazing spot called De Stefano's in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Being from New Jersey, we fancy ourselves pizza connoisseurs, specifically New York style pizza. We had to go all the way to Cambodia to find quite possibly the closest thing I've had to New York style pizza outside of New York and New Jersey. I had an Anton Ego moment with the first bite. Next up is our second favorite place of 30 Days or More. Considering how many times the name has come up, you won't be surprised to know it was Siem Reap, Cambodia. It is best known as the gateway to the beautiful Angkor Wat, aka the 8th wonder of the world, along with other stunning temples. Ta Prohm, where Tomb Raider scenes were filmed, was our favorite. Beyond the temples, Siem Reap had a lively dining scene with jazz bars and many different cuisines. The food culture here was both fantastic and affordable. Another highlight was visiting the floating villages of Tonle Sap Lake. We took a boat tour learning about the unique lifestyle of the communities living on the water. It was a humbling and eye-opening experience that gave us a deeper understanding and appreciation of Cambodian culture. Siem Reap's friendly locals made our experience even more special. The genuine hospitality we encountered created a strong sense of connection to the community. Our month in Siem Reap was surprising and fulfilling and had us considering a long-term stay in the future. Siem Reap is the only city from our 2025 travels where we have stayed in touch with the locals we met. It certainly left a lasting impression on us.
Our opinion on best overall cuisine was Thai food. We didn't eat a lot of Thai food prior to visiting Thailand. That's probably something that won't happen again. Thailand was the one place where every meal we had was either great or incredible. It didn't matter if we went to a vegan place or not, we always loved our food. The one dish we really loved was khao soi. It's a northern Thai coconut curry noodle soup that can be made with or without meat. In the 30 days we spent in Chiang Mai, I can't even count how many times we had it. It was definitely a comfort food for us.
And now our favorite place of 2025, drumroll please. Thessaloniki, Greece. This city had lots of tangibles and intangibles that made us fall in love with it. But we'll start with the incredible waterfront views of the Aegean Sea. There are an abundance of restaurants and cafes that offer those views. There are also plenty of sites like the White Tower right along the path of the sea. And I can't say enough about the sunsets there. As Greece's second largest city, Thessaloniki offers a mix of ancient and modern influences. One of our highlights was exploring Anapoli, also known as the Upper Town, which has narrow streets, traditional houses, and great views of the city and sea. The food scene in Thessaloniki was, well, it's Greece, so need I say more? Alright, well I will. Everything from the salads to gyros to olives to you name it, it was all fresh and amazingly good. The city's energy in the evenings was lively, with plenty of people dining and socializing, capturing the essence of Greek culture. Overall, our month in Thessaloniki was filled with amazing experiences, great food, and an appreciation for the city's history. It's a place we can't wait to visit again. The only negative was not loving our accommodation. If we'd loved it, leaving would have been so much harder than it already was. We appreciate you joining us for our Travel Look Back 2025. We hope you enjoyed the journey and found some inspiration for your own travels. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.
And when we use the mics in the future, we'll make sure that not to cover Kevin's mouth the whole time.
Yeah, my apologies if you couldn't see my face, assuming you even wanted to.
Okay, bye.